APR, Voices from the Field. Meet a certified teacher for students with low incidence disabilities. What is your name and where do you work?
My name is Rachel Carba, and I am currently an educational support teacher in the special education office with the Bethlehem Area School District.
What led you to a career in special education?
I started my undergrad at Bloomsburg University, where I dual majored in elementary and special education. I didn't really have an interest in kind of going the route. I kind of thought I was going to be more of like a regular teacher that supported special ed or something like that. And they actually were asking for volunteers when I was student teaching to complete a middle school life skills placement. And I said, you know what, like, I'm kind of up for that challenge. It was the most amazing 8 weeks of my life. I absolutely loved it. Never ever thought that I would like even being in a middle school, let alone students with, such complex needs, but I loved it. So I'm extremely grateful for all of the opportunities that I have had. I also spent some time, volunteering for Special Olympics and a program called Miracle League, which is a baseball league for students with significant disabilities. Just getting to know what is out there, I think is the most important, because you don't know what's out there until you see it.
What makes a successful teacher?
I think the biggest thing is you're going to collaborate. You are going to be working with so many various people in order to support the students, including families, community agencies, related service providers. I think it's important you always have adaptability. I think as teachers, we're all planners. We like being organized. We like being prepared. And a lot of times plans don't go according to, how they're written on the paper. You have to be completely adaptable and be able to go with the flow and change things on the spot. And I also think you need to be persistent. I think sometimes it is defeating. It can be very defeating. Like I said, the lack of progress, or a student struggling, a student exhibiting, significant behaviors. You need to have persistence. You need to be able to kind of, all right, today's a new day. Let's start over, and we're gonna do this best we can.
What advice do you have for someone considering a career as a special education teacher?
Some of my students are, just the happiest, most energetic, kind people that you will ever meet. So I hope that people are willing to kind of take that step and work with like alternate populations that they wouldn't typically have thought of.
Interested in learning more? Visit us today at tinyurl.com/PennsylvaniaAPR.